live stream. It's been a while. We haven't done one of these since Thursday last week. Would that have been the last time we did this? That seems a little bit right. Goodness me, Cave. You're out of practice. Blimey. Let's make sure that we have gone live on YouTube as well. Hopefully that all still works the way that it used to. It looks like we are live. Excellent stuff. Yes, there I am, in fact. So we are... Why am my wrist is vibrating? That's mad. So we are live on YouTube. We are live on YouNow. We're just going to give everyone a second to arrive in the stream before we just go through all the housekeeping stuff that we normally go through at the start of these streams. I've got a massive mug today because all the other mugs are dirty. And on my desk, I need to take them in the house really. I can count about 20 mugs. I've got a big desk and now I just fill it with mugs. I need to get rid of all but one of my mugs and get a smaller desk. So... the housekeeping stuff, just so that we're all aware of how these things work, if you've never been in before, or a reminder if you're a veteran. If you are watching this over on YouTube, please be aware that I can't see the YouTube chat. I'm actually streaming this on YouNow, and it's just being dual streamed across onto YouTube so people can watch along on YouTube, but you can't interact with it in any way on YouTube. There is a chat there, I just don't ever see it. So if you want to get involved in the chat, if you want me to see what you're writing, if you want to be able to ask me questions, you need to come over to YouNow to do that. The link is regularly posted in the YouTube chat by a lovely, helpful bot that shares my name, or it's down in the description of the YouTube version of this, or you can just come to younow.com/Lelujo. Any of those things will get you over to my YouNow page, and from there, I can see the chat. You can interact, and we can get a nice little conversation going. Hello to those of you who are already here on YouNow. We are doing the similar thing to what we normally do. I have a cup of coffee. It's a bigger cup, but it doesn't have any more coffee in than normal, so it's full to like there. And you've got the time it takes for me to drink that entire cup of coffee to ask me as many questions as you would like on as many topics as you would like. Whatever topic you want, whatever. Just ask away. So, final reminder, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to ask questions, you need to come over to YouNow. If you are watching on YouNow, I'm going to start answering your questions. Look at that mug. Okay. It is a great mug. It's got like a embossed Tigger on that side. You can see just sort of his nose sticks out a little bit. It's very cool. Do I miss my old job? Not really. Who is my favourite band? I don't really listen to music anymore. Do my EGX videos get more or less views on my channel, and do I worry about it? They get less views than a normal vlog, and I do not worry about it because the alternative is no video at all. Because let's face it, I'm not gonna stack up family vlogs for the 3 days when I'm away at EGX or when I'm away at Comic-Con. So the option is either release... I mean, it is a daily vlog that we do. It's Kevin Chapman's daily vlog. And that's the thing that... I think that message sometimes gets a little bit lost, especially for people who are a little bit newer for the channel. They expect it to be... I think we're seen by some of the newer viewers as that channel, What Does Andy videos. And that's not all the channel is. That's why it's not called Andy. That's why it's not called the Chapman Family. It was started as my daily vlog. It will always be my daily vlog. So wherever I am, I'll vlog that. And for the last 3 days, I've been at EGX. So I could either vlog that and accept it's going to get less views than a normal daily vlog, or I could not vlog at all. And those people who want to watch the EGX content, which remember is still thousands of people still want to watch the EGX stuff, and they'd be missing out. So yeah, I'm not bothered at all. Portal 1 or 2. I prefer Portal 2 because I played it through in co-op and it was awesome. What was my favourite game at EGX? I didn't really... I sound like I'm honest, I didn't really play very much. But that, I mean, I do, at least this year, I have an excuse because panel was right in the middle of both days that I was preparing for, then recovering from. So I probably only played 4 or 5 games throughout the whole weekend. What was my favourite game that I played? I guess the best one I played was the Persona 5 dancing game that I can't remember the name of. But that's just because I love Persona. I've never really gone there to play the games. I go there for the atmosphere. I go there to meet up with people. Let's face it, you all know what we're like. We're going to get all of the games anyway. So we're not there to try games to see if we want to get them. We're going to get them anyway. We go there to meet up with people and hang out with people, and it's just lots of fun. What's my all-time favourite game? Aside from Football Manager, because obviously Football Manager is my favourite. BioShock maybe would be up there as my favourite of all time. I loved BioShock. Was the Smash Brothers Ultimate queue big? The queue for everything at Nintendo is really big. You would have noticed from the vlogs that I didn't really do any of the Nintendo stuff. I would have quite liked to have had a go on Pokemon Let's Go. I would have quite liked to have had a go on Smash Brothers, even though it pretty much is the same version that was on the Wii U, which I've already played. But I just didn't bother queuing up for any of the Nintendo stuff because the Nintendo queues are always so very long. Do I think if there were classic databases to buy for Football Manager, it would be a good idea? No. Only because people wouldn't buy them, because if you want them, you can just mod them, and it would waste time of people who could be making the game better. So I think it's fine for people to create their own mods in their own time and have that as a mod thing, which it already is, but I wouldn't want Sports Interactive to waste their time doing something that would be very, very, very niche. I'm in Dorset. I found a church, so I'll take a photo for Andy. I will show it to him, yes. Does Andy like his meat still? We've barely seen Andy since the video that came out on Friday. We got home quite late last night, and he left for school this morning, and then we've had this evening. So he's still interested. He didn't eat any meat today, but he did eat, you know, those little marshmallow snowball things covered in coconut. He ate one of those, which is a completely new thing. So he's still trying new things. We don't want it to be just about meat because although it's important for him to get some protein in his diet, we've got to remember the main goal was just to get him eating more different foods. So we want to get him to try something different every day. And it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult to give him a different meat every day. And we don't want it to get repetitive. We don't want to make it into a new routine. We want him to constantly be trying new things. Do I think he'll start eating fish fingers in school? Maybe. Highlight of EGX. The highlight of EGX for me personally was getting to do a panel there for the first time. I've been going to eat. This was my 7th or 8th EGX in a row? But it's the first time I've ever been there as actually part of the event. I've always just been there as I've for the last 5 or 6 years I've usually gone on a press pass, but to actually be there creating something at the event, doing a panel, being part of the show. That was a real career highlight for me. It was lots of fun. When someone buys something from your wish list, does it get removed? It does, but it sometimes takes a few days. What's Andy's favourite food? Salt and vinegar crisps. How are Andy, Lucy and Amy? They're all good. What would you say is your favourite feature edition of Football Manager? I don't know. The 3D match engine was pretty cool when it happened. How many turned up for the MGPX panel? I don't know. 15 maybe. It wasn't as popular as the Football Manager one, but then it was first thing in the morning on the Sunday, and our entire target audience was still hungover from being at the Midlife Gamer show until 1:30 in the morning the night before, so we didn't expect a huge amount. The important thing is we recorded a good podcast, which is available to download now on the podcast feed. What phone does Andy have? He's got an iPhone 6 Plus. 6 Plus? It's my old phone. I'm not sure what I've got. I might have the 7 Plus. In which case he's got the 6 Plus, my old one. How many figures have I got behind me? I've not counted them. Over 100. Yes, I'll be doing Football Manager on Twitch after this stream. I'm not at all interested in FIFA, no. When is Amy next staying with us? This week? She's just not always on camera. She's on camera when she wants to be. How did Andy just randomly want to eat meat again? Watch the videos from last week. They make it very clear what made him do it. We're up to date on the chat. Goodness me. I don't remember ever being up to date on the questions before. We'll take that as an opportunity just to remind the people who are on YouTube that if you're asking questions on YouTube, I can't see them. The only place I can see the questions is if you ask them on YouNow. So the link to YouNow is constantly being posted in the YouTube chat. It's down in the description to the YouTube video. So if you are watching this on YouTube, getting frustrated that I'm ignoring you or not answering your questions, I'm not ignoring you. You just got to read the message where it says I'm not able to see the chat on YouTube. You need to come over to YouNow. The link is there. If you want to ask a question, this is the place to do it. Am I going to do a meet and greet in Dublin? Probably. Am I going to get... I don't know what that means. Favourite game of all time? I've already talked about that. What coffee do I like? Pretty much any coffee. I'm drinking a Tassimo Kenko Grande Americano or XL Americano, whatever it is. The big one. The one that gives you the most coffee out of a Tassimo. When Andy has a milestone such as new foods, do you notify the schools so they can carry it on at school? No, because we don't want them to mess it up. We're having a lot of issues with the school at the moment, and there's stuff that we're not really talking about on the vlog because we don't want to be seen to be bullying them on the internet. but we're having a lot of problems when it comes to communication with the school at the moment, in so much as they're not really communicating at all. So we're kind of just trying to do things on our own at the moment. Do I have to give the girls money as they don't live with... No. Why would I have to give the girls money? What's my name on YouTube? Kevin Chapman, the same as my name on here. When did I start collecting pops? Years ago. We should had a go on Kingdom Hearts at EGX. See, I've never enjoyed Kingdom Hearts, so I wouldn't have enjoyed it, I imagine. Are you ever going to look at my channel? Is there a reason why I would? Have you asked me to? What do I think about the X-Men joining the MCU? And who do I think Hugh Jackman... And do I think Hugh Jackman would reprise his role as Wolverine? I hope he doesn't, because he's too old. And I think it's cool that we're finally getting all the Marvel characters together properly. It's good. As far as I know, has Andy ever had interest in a girl? Don't know. Are you going to do YouNow stakes that aren't Q&As? Do you mean streams? I was 11, but thought... I have no idea what else I could do on YouNow if it wasn't Q&As. I'm not just going to come here and sit and talk, because if I was going to do that, I'd do it as a YouTube video. The whole point of these YouNows is to interact with you lot, which I don't really get the opportunity to do on YouTube other than in the comments. So by coming on here, we can just have a chat. How long am I going to be live for? Probably another 20 minutes or so. Just a half-hour stream. Any clues for tomorrow's vlog? Oh, that would be spoilerific. Couldn't possibly do that. We did have... Okay, there is a hint, a clue. We had a social worker visit today, so we're going to be talking about that. Or we've already talked about it, but it will be on tomorrow's vlog. Why does it say David Chapman on my vision guide? I have that. That is one of the many questions that's answered in my live stream Q&A that we put out last week. So I'll refer you to that. If you watch that, all will be explained. Am I ever going to play the board games you got from Big Potato on video? Yeah, we did it like both nights we were in hotels at EGX. You should watch the EGX vlogs, Ben. What football shirt is that behind me? That is a Leluja SC shirt, which is my created Football Manager team that we use on Twitch. What does Andy drink? Coke Zero. Do a pop show off. I will do one day. I'm not going to do it on YouNow though. There is going to be a video where I show off my collection at some point. Who is Andy's favourite friend? He doesn't really have one. Has he ever showed any interest in WWE? No. Best Big Potato game. The one I've enjoyed the most so far is the one that we played at Summer in the City that I cannot remember the name of right now. The colour-based one. Does anyone know what that one was called? The one with all the colours that was in our Summer in the City video. We don't own it. We're going to buy it. But I can't remember what it's called. Which will make it harder to buy, admittedly. How would Andy react if something in his routine had to change because of something out of your control? Well, considering that's been his entire back-to-school experience so far, he seems to just take it all in his stride these days, because nothing about going back to school in September has gone to plan. Has YouTube ever distracted you when you feel like you have made a video? Are you asking me if I've ever been distracted by other people's videos when I'm supposed to be making my own? No, because I don't really watch a lot of YouTube. I watch it for research purposes. I'll go out and watch stuff if I feel like I should, so I'm aware of what's going on, but I rarely watch anything. I don't really watch TV, I don't really watch movies, I don't really sit and watch videos. I'm too busy doing my own thing to watch what other people are doing. Superhero most like me. I often think I'm quite a lot like Superman, or he's a lot like me. I think he was probably based on me. Picked up all 4 Paper Girls trades at Thought Bubble. I saw your tweet, and I'm very jealous that you went to Thought Bubble. Every year I ask the Thought Bubble people to do it any other weekend so it doesn't clash with EGX, and they obviously don't care whether I come or not. But I would love to go to Thought Bubble at some point, and you will enjoy Paper Girls because it's probably the best comic currently being released. When did I last miss a daily vlog? Probably, it was earlier this year, January time, I think. We had a day or two off because I was poorly. And then there was maybe a day or two the previous January. So it seems I get poorly every January and miss like 1 or 2 days. But other than that, I don't. Is Lucy enjoying her new job? Yes. What do you... some of these questions, I'm finding it quite hard to understand what's being asked. You have quite the... I do have quite the collection. I do like Casey Neistat, but that doesn't mean if he put a video out right now, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing and watch his video. I probably won't even watch it today. I might not even watch it tomorrow. I'll watch it when I've got some time to kill. Just like, I don't know, when I'm cooking dinner or something like that. But I wouldn't ever just sit watching videos. I've got too much other stuff to do. How does Superman keep his cape and boots in his Clark Kent suit? Because he's super. Am I more likely to miss a lecture or a vlog? I don't do lectures, so I'm not going to miss them because I don't do them. And I would have to be... The only way I wouldn't do a vlog is if I was too ill to do a vlog. Do I remember the time someone donated 15k to my Twitch account? It wasn't 15k, it was 11,000, and yes, I do remember. Just need to block a moron quickly. How much of the coffee has been consumed? It's hard to judge because it wasn't a full cup to begin with because it's such a big cup. Is Anna stressing out about uni? She doesn't seem stressed. She goes back on Thursday. She seems fine. What football team do I support? The mighty Peterborough United. What mic is this? This is a Blue Yeti. And we're up to date on the chat again, which is another opportunity to remind everyone who is watching on YouTube that I cannot see the YouTube chat. So if you are asking questions over on YouTube and you would like me to answer them or even see them, you need to come over to YouNow. The link to the YouNow is being posted in the chat a lot. I know it's in there. It gets posted a lot. So just click on that and you'll find your way over to YouNow, or the link is down in the description. Or, you know, I've explained it a couple of times now. It's pretty easy to find your way over, but this way you can interact and it'll be cool. How do I plan to expand my YouTube channel? Just keep making videos. As long as I keep making the best videos I can make, everything else will take care of itself. I've not got a grand expansion plan. I didn't have a grand expansion plan this time last year, and this time last year the vlog channel had about 3,000 subscribers. The gaming channel had about 15,000 subscribers, and now they're both well over that. So I think the important thing is just to keep doing my best and hope that that's enough. What do I do on Twitch? I play Football Manager. What camera do I use? I use lots of different cameras. The main one is a Canon 80D, but I'm not using that now. Favourite country I've ever been to? I've not been to very many countries. Probably Belgium, because they have nice chips. When was the last time I had a day off? Depends how you class a day off. Because the last time I did absolutely zero work at all was probably before I opened my first YouTube. In fact, no, even before I started doing YouTube. I was writing a lot, and before that I was podcasting a lot. I don't really like days off. They're boring. I like working. I always make a point to make sure my work is fun. I have days where I don't do a lot of work. Like on Sundays, I'll often just edit the vlog, which is only about 2 or 3 hours work. And then maybe I'll go through the comments on my social media stuff for an hour or two in the evening. So a Sunday, I'll only work like 4 or 5 hours out of 24, that's a lot of time off, but I would rarely have an entire day off. Didn't I say as soon as my girls move out, I'm moving to a big city? Yeah, sort of. There's no rush and no pressure for them to move out. In fact, Amy's going to be back here again in a video this weekend because we're going to be doing part 2 of her room, whatever we called it, room makeover. We're hopefully going to be getting, if not getting the painting done, we're going to get the paints and get the wallpapers stripped and stuff. So they're certainly not moving out anytime soon. So it's going to be many years down the line. But yeah, long term, I'd like to live in a city because I've never done it. I grew up 2 streets away from where I live now. I've lived in this house 15 years. I've spent almost all of my life in this mile square that I live in now. I've rarely lived anywhere other than here. So I want to go and experience a different way of living. It'll be cool. What team do I manage on Twitch? This team, Lelujo FC. Would you rather Lelujo blows up to 3 million or the vlog channel hits 500,000? 3 million. But that's, you could swap the names around and I'd pick the 3 million one again. I would rather either channel hit 3 million than either channel hitting 500,000 because 3 million is 6 times the size of 500,000. I have no I have no horse in the race between the two channels. I want them both to be a roaring success. I don't have a favourite channel out of the two. I love doing them both, which is why I do them both. So I don't want one to succeed more than the other. Who's my dream person to collaborate with? I don't know. I've never really thought about it. That's why you don't see me do a lot of collaborations. I'm trying to think of the one that would benefit me the most. I guess someone like a Casey Neistat or someone like that, who, if I was to collaborate with them on their channel, that's going to get me a huge amount of viewers and subscribers. That would be great. But yeah, I'm not desperate to collaborate with someone just for the opportunity to work with them. I kind of like to be in control. I'm a control freak. Will we be renewing our Merlin passes? No, our Merlin passes expired like 3 months ago now, and we didn't renew them. Can't afford it. Do I play any other games other than Football Manager? Matthew, you should watch my EGX videos from the last 3 days. You'll see that I play lots of games that aren't Football Manager. I just don't play them on the internet. So I'm not very good at them, quite apart from anything else. And when I do play them on YouTube or on Twitch, no one watches them. Probably because I'm not very good at them. But yeah, I love loads of games. Does Andy ever dab? I've never seen Andy dab. Would I ever come to Cardiff for the Comic-Con? Probably not. There's plenty of other reasons why I could probably come to Cardiff, but I tend to just go to the really big Comic-Cons, and Cardiff isn't, so I probably wouldn't go for that. Did I go out in Freshers Week at uni? No. I was 27 when I started uni. Do I know the school TDA? I do. What coffee am I drinking? It's an Americano. It's very nice. I have played World of Warcraft. I didn't really enjoy it. I don't really like multiplayer games, whether it's competitive multiplayer or MMOs, stuff like that. I'm not really into that. I'd much rather a nice big story-based game. Has Anna actually put the Assassin's Creed shield on the wall? She hasn't, but I have the other one there. So I've kept mine as well, just because it was fun. So yeah, I'm actually officially worse than her. Jake, if you want Andy, go and watch a video that he's in. This isn't an Andy stream. Do you see Andy's name anywhere on this channel? Do I like tea or just coffee? I don't mind tea, but I prefer coffee. Just banning and reporting a couple of people for being tool bags. Why did I go clubbing 4 times if I didn't like it? Twice were sixth form Christmas parties. Once was to try and impress a girl, and the other time was because we were on holiday in Bournemouth and we were bored, and we went in and had a look and stayed in there like 5 minutes, and it was free to get in. There are my 4 times. What year am I in on my FM Twitch save? I'm not sure. 2030-ish, maybe not quite that far. Have I ever been to Sheffield's version of Comic-Con? I haven't. Again, for the same reason as Cardiff. I go to London because it's the 3rd biggest one in the world. I go to Birmingham because it's the 2nd biggest one in the UK. And even when I'm walking around Birmingham, I'm walking around there thinking this is a little bit small. There's not really much here. And I think if I went any smaller than that, I'd just be really disappointed. There's been Comic-Cons in Peterborough and other areas local to me that I've not gone to purely because there's going to be nothing there. I'll be bored. Why is Short Stay called Short Stay? Now that, I'm afraid, is a secret. Would I do a meet and greet in Leeds? If I was in Leeds, yeah. You should go to Glasgow Comic. It is an MCM, but it's smaller than Birmingham, so it all goes into the same reasoning. It's the same reason we don't go to Manchester Comic Con. Does EGX have the quiet room space? I don't think it does. I didn't see anything like that. I didn't hear anything like that being advertised. I have played Fortnite. I didn't really enjoy it. Why am I called Delujo? Because I made up a word. What shut it that? Are you asking me what shirt it is? I'm not sure what that question means. Do I ever play racing games? I do. In fact, one of the games I'm most looking forward to. I was quite disappointed it wasn't at EGX, but I'm really looking forward to Forza Horizon 4. So I will be all over that when that's out. Is it next week or the week after? Favourite graphic novel / comic book series. Favourite current one is Paper Girls, which we were talking about before. Favourite of all time, probably Preacher. You'd come to Scotland and you would like the Falkirk Wheel. We'll come to Scotland at some point, I should think. Does Andy go to the opticians? No, he gets sight tests at school. I want to go to my local Comic-Con, but I'm not sure. Should I give it a try? If you've never been to a Comic-Con, by all means, give it a try. Is Anna's last name Lelujo? Do you think Anna's last name is Lelujo? Do you ever think or want WrestleMania to be in the UK? It will never be in the UK because it's their big thing and they wouldn't want to take it to the UK because there'd be uproar in America, which is their major market. It would be cool, but I think I'd rather go to a WrestleMania in America than have WrestleMania come here and do a small version of it, which is all it would end up being. I have seen Agony Orty. Have I watched the Preacher TV show? I watched the first 3 episodes. It was rubbish. I stopped watching it. Have I read Watchmen? I have. Why do I love Northampton Town so much? I don't. Please stream Forza Horizon 4. I'm not going to. Mainly because people won't watch it. And you got to remember that streaming and content creation is my job. And people don't watch me play those games. I've tried playing lots of non-Football Manager games on the internet. And I just don't get the views. So it's counterproductive to my business to put out content that doesn't get views. It causes all sorts of algorithm problems, and you hear YouTubers talk about the algorithm all the time. But if I put out, and it works just the same on Twitch. If I do a stream that doesn't get many views, or put out a video that doesn't get many views, it affects the entire channel when it comes to how likely that is to show up in search results, how easy it is for other people to find. So I have to be very careful to put out content that will get views, which goes completely against what I was saying earlier in the video about the EGX videos and how they don't get views. But with Forza, it would be, if I was to stream Forza, I'd have to do it instead of Football Manager. Football Manager get the views, Forza wouldn't, so I have to do Football Manager. That's how it has to be. With the EGX videos, it was either that or no videos, and a video that doesn't perform as well is better than no video at all. What do you and Anna watch on TV at night? We don't watch that. Most nights I'm working. I stream 3 nights a week. We do the podcast on the 4th and Anna works on the 5th. So all week we're not in the house together in the evening. At the weekend we'll probably watch a movie on Saturday night maybe, and then Sunday if there's some TV we want to catch up on, we'll watch that. But we don't really watch anything because I'm not really a sitting in front of the TV kind of person. EGX was very fun. Thank you, Emily. Andy would probably love going to the Isle of Wight. He probably would. I think he probably would. Has Andy got any hobbies? All the ones you see him doing on the vlog. Yeah. So he likes playing on his iPad. He likes playing video games. He likes churches. What sports do I like to watch do? I don't really do any sports anymore. I like watching Posh play football. I don't watch any other football. Again, it goes into the same thing as TV shows. I think, I know it can be a little bit hard for people to get their head around the fact that I don't spend my time watching sports or watching TV, but and then on the flip side, people ask how I get so much done. How do I run 2 YouTube channels and stream and do YouNow and do this, that and the other, and look after Andy and do stuff with the girls and go to conventions? And the reason I can do all this is because I'm not wasting time watching TV, watching sport, doing stuff that isn't actually productive towards what my goals are. So I just focus all my time in on stuff that is going to get me where I want to be, rather than wasting time on stuff that is literally just there to fill time. You're only on the earth for a limited amount of time. I would rather not spend any of that time just treading water, wasting time doing nothing just for the sake of it because I'm bored. I don't get bored, and it's awesome. Am I going to see the new Spider-Man film? Yes. Will we be at Bell Ringing this week? Probably not, but maybe. We'll have to see. We have Exploding Kittens. It's awesome. Do I ever find it hard finding a balance between family life, work life, and having a social life? I don't have a social life. My social life is the conventions that we go to. That is the only time we go out. It's the only time I see any friends. I do it when we go to Comic-Con, when we go to EGX. That's one of the reasons why those events are so important, because we actually get to go and do normal stuff. So social life you can just take out and remove completely. And luckily, my work life ties in nicely with my family life because I'm a family vlogger, so they overlap nicely. So I get plenty of time for family life. I get plenty of time to work. I don't miss a social life. I didn't really enjoy it back when I had one. Any meetups planned? We did several last weekend. The next one that we have planned, I guess, would be in London, Comic-Con weekend. We'll have a few, similar to how we did with EGX this weekend. We had a couple of things planned for in the event and a couple of things planned for around Birmingham. We'll do the same thing for Comic-Con. So we'll have a couple of meetups planned for in Comic-Con and then a couple more planned for around London for that weekend. So people who aren't going to the event can still come and find us. Am I good at Forza? No. I play every game on easy. I'm not good at games, Ben. I have no interest in being good at games. I play them for enjoyment, not competitively. Have you thought of taking Andy to a Sea Life Centre? We have taken him. He's not really interested in it. When is Comic-Con? End of October. When you first found out Anna had an autistic son, was I nervous at all? No. I knew Andy existed before I met Anna. Is there a competitive Football Manager League thing? There isn't a league. There was an esports tournament earlier in the year, which I played in. I did a vlog on. If you want to learn more about it, you can watch that vlog. It was at the Insomnia Gaming Festival back in April, around Easter time. In fact, I think it was Easter Sunday, if I remember now, because they came around and gave us all Easter eggs. But yeah, I made a vlog on it. You can have a look. I wasn't very good. I'm not very good at any games. I just enjoy playing them. Do I have a steering wheel? I had a steering wheel for the Xbox 360. I never got a new one when I upgraded my consoles. Have I ever thought of visiting Dorset? I've been to Dorset loads of times. What qualifications do I have? Lots. I did my GCSEs. I did A-levels. I went to university. I got a good degree. I have postgraduate qualifications. I'm a very qualified man. And now I do YouTube. You should do a meetup in Norway. Yeah, we probably not going to be going to Norway anytime soon. What's Anna studying at uni? Crime and investigative studies or investigation studies. She's basically learning to become a CSI. Does Andy have PE at school? He does. What parts of Dorset have I visited? Bournemouth and Poole and that whole area. We used to go on holiday to the New Forest most years when we were kids, which I know is Hampshire, if I'm getting this right way around. New Forest is Hampshire. But then we would go to the beach in Bournemouth and go over to Poole to catch crabs and go to the pottery. And Weymouth, that's down that way as well, isn't it? I think I've been to Weymouth a few times. All the coast bits of Dorset. Are we planning on going to Goose Fair? Yes, we're going to Goose Fair, definitely. It's on the big fairground field thing in Nottingham. You should do a meetup in Notts. Maybe. It's a little bit close to home. And Andy very much is in his zone there. So I'm not sure. We might do. We'll see. Right, we're going to have 3 more questions because I need to wrap this up so I can get the Twitch stream up and running for 9 o'clock. Is my Lazy Students Revision Guide available? Yes, it's available on Amazon. Just type Lazy Students Revision Guide into Amazon and you will find it. I'm from New Forest, Lyndhurst area. Oh, there you go. We used to stay at a campsite near Burley. I forget what it was called, but Burley was where we'd go and have delicious ice creams, and it was really cool. Every summer when I was a kid, we'd go there for a couple of weeks. Will we be going to Winter Wonderland? No. Has Andy been on a boat? Not sure. Probably. Yeah, he has. Yes, he has. What T-shirt am I wearing? I'm wearing this T-shirt. It's an Avengers one, and it's awesome. Have you thought of taking that? We've answered the Sea Life Centre one. I'm from Bournemouth. Awesome. I like Bournemouth. Bournemouth's one of my favourite places in the UK. It's very cool. Am I going to watch the new season of Doctor Who? No, because I've never watched any seasons of Doctor Who. I don't like it. Is Andy enjoying school? Yes. Do I call it a cob? No. Does Andy believe in Santa? I don't think he ever did. Am I cold? I'm not cold, but I think if I didn't have the hoodie on, I would be starting to feel cold. I have got my heater down next to me, but I think we are maybe a week, possibly 2 weeks at most away from me needing to start the heater again. For those of you who don't know, my office or studio, it's what most people would call their garage, and it hasn't been formally converted. I've kind of like boarded up the door so it can't open, and other than that, there's not much in the way. There's a little bit of insulation on the back of the door to stop too much heat escaping, but it's still a flat wooden roof. It's still freezing cold. I do have a little oil heater next to me though, which I use when it gets really, really, really cold. Right, last question. When are we getting Chapsticks merch? Never. Just never. Where's a good place to get Funko Pops from? Amazon is a good place to start. Right, we are going to end things there because, like I say, I do need to get over to Twitch and get things up and running there, and we've already overrun by about 5 minutes over here on YouNow. Bad curve, mustn't overrun. Thank you to those of you who joined us tonight. We will be back here on YouNow again tomorrow night. Remember, on Tuesdays, because Anna's not here, we usually stream on YouNow a little bit later, so it'll probably be closer to 8:30, 9-ish when we go live tomorrow, but then back to normal service for the rest of the week. Thank you for joining me tonight, folks. Toodle pip.